Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, captivated audiences with its heartwarming stories and unforgettable characters, becoming a beloved classic over the years. But behind the scenes of this cherished show lies a much darker narrative, one filled with unexpected tragedies and heartbreaking losses. In this video, we delve into the untold stories of the 26 cast members who have tragically passed away. From sudden and shocking deaths to the personal struggles they faced off-screen, these tales paint a haunting picture of the real-life challenges they endured. Join us as we uncover the fates of those who brought Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman to life, and pay tribute to their lasting legacy. Georganne Johnson as Elizabeth Quinn. Georganne Johnson played Elizabeth Quinn, the strong-willed and loving mother of Dr. Michaela Quinn. Elizabeth was a refined and sophisticated woman from Boston, who initially struggled to understand her daughter's decision to move to the frontier. However, her visits to Colorado Springs revealed her deep love and support for Michaela, and she often provided wisdom and guidance during challenging times. Georganne Johnson's later years were marked by a series of health challenges. Despite her advancing age, she remained active in her career and personal life. In her final years, Georganne faced a gradual decline in health, which included bouts of pneumonia and other age-related ailments. Her family provided unwavering support, and she continued to cherish her time with them. As her health deteriorated, Georganne experienced increasing difficulty with mobility and chronic pain. She underwent several medical treatments and therapies to manage her symptoms, but her condition continued to worsen. Despite these challenges, Georganne remained positive and focused on the love and support of her family. In her final months, Georganne's health took a significant turn for the worse. She was hospitalized multiple times, and her family stayed by her side, providing comfort and care. Georganne passed away on June 4, 2018, at the age of 91. Her death was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, but her legacy lives on through her memorable performances and the impact she had on her colleagues and fans. Johnny Cash as Kid Cole. Johnny Cash brought a unique depth to the character of Kid Cole, a grizzled gunslinger-turned-sheriff suffering from consumption, tuberculosis. Kid Cole was a man of few words, but his presence was commanding. He was a figure of redemption, having turned away from a life of violence to seek peace and justice. Despite his tough exterior, Kid Cole had a heart of gold, often risking his life to protect the innocent. In real life, Johnny Cash's health struggles mirrored the battles of his character. Diagnosed with diabetes in the late 1990s, Cash faced numerous health challenges. His condition led to complications, including autonomic neuropathy, which affected his nervous system. Despite these issues, Cash continued to perform and record music, driven by his passion and dedication to his craft. In 1997, Cash was misdiagnosed with Shy-Drager syndrome, a rare neurodegenerative disorder. This diagnosis was later corrected, but the period was marked by significant health struggles, including bouts of pneumonia. Cash's health continued to decline, and he was hospitalized multiple times. His wife, June Carter Cash, stood by his side, providing unwavering support. In the final years of his life, Cash's condition worsened. He faced respiratory failure due to complications from diabetes. Despite his declining health, Cash's spirit remained unbroken. He continued to record music, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and artistry. Johnny Cash passed away on September 12, 2003, at the age of 71. June Carter Cash as Sister Ruth. June Carter Cash portrayed Sister Ruth, a spiritual healer and the devoted wife of Kid Cole. Sister Ruth was a woman of deep faith and compassion, often clashing with Dr. Michaela Quinn over medical treatments. Her character brought a sense of warmth and hope to the series, embodying the strength and resilience of a woman dedicated to her beliefs and her loved ones. June Carter Cash's life was a testament to her strength and resilience. In May 2003, she underwent heart valve replacement surgery. The surgery was complicated, and June faced a difficult recovery. Despite the challenges, she remained hopeful and surrounded by her family, including her beloved husband, Johnny Cash. Unfortunately, June's condition deteriorated. She developed complications from the surgery, including severe respiratory issues. Her family remained by her side, providing comfort and support during her final days. On May 15, 2003, June Carter Cash passed away at the age of 73. Her death was a profound loss to the world of country music, but her legacy as a pioneering artist and a loving wife endures. Orson Bean as Loren Bray. Orson Bean brought to life the character of Loren Bray, the grumpy and often prejudiced owner of the town's general store. Loren's journey was one of gradual transformation, as he learned to open his heart and mind to the diverse community around him. Despite his rough exterior, Loren had a deep love for his family and friends, especially his best friend Brian, whom he treated like a grandson in real life. Orson Bean's later years were marked by a series of health challenges. Initially, he faced minor ailments typical of old age, but his condition worsened over time. Orson was diagnosed with heart disease, which required him to undergo several medical procedures. Despite these challenges, he remained active and continued to work in the entertainment industry, bringing joy to his fans. However, his health took a turn for the worse when he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Orson fought bravely, undergoing surgery and multiple rounds of chemotherapy. His resilience was remarkable, and he continued to make public appearances, inspiring many with his determination. Tragically, his battle with cancer weakened his body, and he faced complications from the treatments. On a fateful evening in Venice, California, Orson was struck by a vehicle while crossing the street. Despite the efforts of bystanders to warn the second driver, Orson was hit again, leading to his untimely death at the age of 91. His passing left a void in the hearts of his fans and loved ones, who remembered him not only for his iconic roles but also for his wit and charm. Larry Sellers as Cloud Dancing. Larry Sellers portrayed Cloud Dancing, a wise and spiritual Cheyenne medicine man. Cloud Dancing was a beacon of wisdom and cultural pride, often providing guidance and support to the townspeople and his close friend, Byron Sully. His character was a symbol of resilience and the enduring spirit of Native American traditions. Larry Sellers' life mirrored the strength of his character. However, in his later years, he faced a series of health issues that gradually took their toll. Initially, Larry experienced joint pain and fatigue, which he attributed to his active lifestyle. However, these symptoms persisted, and he was eventually diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. The disease caused severe pain and limited his mobility, but Larry remained active in his community, teaching and sharing his knowledge of Native American traditions. As his condition worsened, Larry was diagnosed with diabetes, which further complicated his health. He managed his condition with medication and lifestyle changes, but the toll on his body was significant. Despite his declining health, Larry continued to work as a consultant on various projects, including the upcoming Martin Scorsese-directed film, Killers of the Flower Moon. His health continued to deteriorate, and he passed away at his home in Pawhuska, Oklahoma, at the age of 72. His death was a profound loss to both his family and the many people he had inspired throughout his life. Nick Ramos as Black Kettle. Nick Ramos portrayed Black Kettle, the wise and compassionate chief of the Cheyenne Nation in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Black Kettle was a symbol of peace and resilience, often finding himself in difficult negotiations to protect his people from the encroaching settlers. His character was known for his deep wisdom, calm demeanor, and unwavering commitment to his tribe's welfare and real life. Nick Ramos faced a challenging battle with his health. In January 2007, he developed pneumonia, which led to the discovery of a neoplasm in his lungs. Despite the severity of his condition, Nick chose to forego surgery, which could have been debilitating. Instead, he focused on spending quality time with his family and friends. As the months passed, Nick's condition worsened. He experienced severe fatigue and difficulty breathing, but he remained determined to live his life to the fullest. His family and friends provided unwavering support, helping him through the toughest days. Nick's strength and resilience were evident as he continued to engage in his passions, including teaching and sharing his knowledge of Native American traditions. Despite his declining health, Nick maintained a positive outlook and continued to inspire those around him. His battle with illness was a testament to his enduring spirit and determination. On May 30, 2007, Nick Ramos passed away at the age of 77, leaving behind a legacy of strength, wisdom, and compassion. Richard Maul as John. Richard Maul brought a haunting depth to the character of John in the Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman episode titled Halloween 2. John was a man with a tragic past, having survived a horrific train accident that left him with severe facial burns and disfigurement. His character was initially perceived as a monster by the townspeople, but through the compassion and medical expertise of Dr. Michaela Quinn, he underwent reconstructive surgery that helped him regain a semblance of normalcy. John's journey was one of pain, resilience, and ultimately, acceptance, as he learned to navigate a world that had been unkind to him and real life. Richard Maul's towering presence and deep voice made him a memorable figure in Hollywood. However, his later years were marked by a series of health challenges. In the early 2000s, Richard was diagnosed with diabetes, which he managed with medication and lifestyle changes. Despite his efforts, the disease led to complications, including neuropathy, which caused him significant pain and mobility issues. As his condition worsened, Richard faced additional health problems, including heart disease. He underwent several medical procedures, including angioplasty, to manage his condition. Despite these challenges, Richard remained active in his career, continuing to take on voice acting roles and occasional on-screen appearances. In his final years, Richard's health continued to decline. He experienced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from diabetes and heart disease. Despite his struggles, he remained positive and cherished the time spent with his family and friends. Richard Maul passed away peacefully at his home in Big Bear Lake, California, on October 26, 2023, at the age of 80. His death marked the end of a remarkable career, but his legacy as a beloved actor endures. Pamela Kosh as Martha. Pamela Kosh portrayed Martha, a character who brought warmth and a touch of humor to Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Martha was a kind-hearted and nurturing figure, often seen providing support and care to the townspeople. Her character embodied the spirit of community and resilience, always ready to lend a helping hand. Pamela Kosh's life was as vibrant as the characters she portrayed. Born in Crayford, Kent, England, she began her career in theater before transitioning to television. In her later years, Pamela faced a series of health challenges. In the early 2010s, she was diagnosed with osteoporosis, which caused her significant pain and limited her mobility. Despite these challenges, Pamela remained active in her career, continuing to take on roles that showcased her talent and versatility. As her condition worsened, Pamela experienced additional health issues, including chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD. She managed her symptoms with medication and lifestyle changes, but the disease took a toll on her overall health. Despite her declining health, Pamela remained positive and continued to cherish her time with her family and friends. In her final years, Pamela's health continued to deteriorate. She faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from COPD and osteoporosis. Her family provided unwavering support, helping her through the toughest days. Pamela Kosh passed away peacefully at her home in Burbank, California, on May 4, 2022, at the age of 93. Her death was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, but her legacy as a talented and beloved actress lives on. Stacy Keach Sr. as Judge Webster. Stacy Keach Sr. portrayed Judge Webster, a stern and principled figure in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Judge Webster was known for his unwavering commitment to justice and his fair, albeit strict, demeanor. He often found himself mediating disputes in the town of Colorado Springs, ensuring that the law was upheld in a time of great change and turmoil. In real life, Stacy Keach Sr. faced significant health challenges in his later years. In the early 2000s, he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, a condition that progressively weakened his heart's ability to pump blood effectively. Despite his diagnosis, Stacy remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and dedication to the craft of acting. As his condition worsened, Stacy experienced increasing fatigue and shortness of breath. He underwent several medical treatments, including medication and lifestyle changes, to manage his symptoms. His family provided unwavering support, helping him through the toughest days. Despite his declining health, Stacy's spirit remained unbroken, and he continued to inspire those around him with his resilience and determination. In his final months, Stacy's health took a significant turn for the worse. He was hospitalized multiple times due to complications from his heart condition. On February 13, 2003, Stacy Keach Sr. passed away at the age of 88. His death marked the end of a remarkable career, but his legacy as a beloved actor and a dedicated family man endures. George Firth as Jedadiah Bancroft. George Firth brought to life the character of Jedadiah Bancroft, a banker from Denver, in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Jedadiah Bancroft was a complex character, often seen as a villain due to his unscrupulous business practices and his involvement with the Ku Klux Klan. His character was known for his manipulative and prejudiced nature, making him a formidable antagonist in the series. In real life, George Firth's later years were marked by a series of health challenges. In the early 2000s, George was diagnosed with diabetes, which he managed with medication and lifestyle changes. Despite his efforts, the disease led to complications, including kidney problems and neuropathy, which caused him significant pain and mobility issues. As his condition worsened, George faced additional health problems, including a severe infection that ultimately led to his hospitalization. Despite his declining health, George remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and versatility. His friends and colleagues admired his strength and resilience. Even as he battled his illness and his final months, George's health continued to deteriorate. He faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from his infection and diabetes. On August 11, 2008, George Firth passed away at the age of 75. His death was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, but his legacy as a talented actor and playwright lives on. Dennis Lipscomb as President Ulysses S. Grant. Dennis Lipscomb portrayed President Ulysses S. Grant in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Grant was depicted as a stern yet fair leader, grappling with the complexities of post-Civil War America. His character was known for his dedication to justice and his efforts to reconcile a divided nation. Grant's interactions with Dr. Michaela Quinn and the townspeople of Colorado Springs highlighted his commitment to ensuring peace and equality for all citizens. In real life, Dennis Lipscomb faced significant health challenges in his later years. In the early 2000s, Dennis was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a progressive neurological disorder that affected his movement and speech. Despite his diagnosis, Dennis continued to work in the entertainment industry, driven by his passion for acting. As his condition worsened, Dennis experienced increasing difficulty with mobility and coordination. He underwent various treatments, including medication and physical therapy, to manage his symptoms. His family and friends provided unwavering support, helping him navigate the challenges of his illness. In his final years, Dennis's health continued to decline. He faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from Parkinson's disease. Despite his struggles, Dennis remained positive and cherished the time spent with his loved ones. On July 30, 2014, Dennis Lipscomb passed away at the age of 72. His death marked the end of a remarkable career, but his legacy as a talented and dedicated actor endures. Edward Albert as Dr. William Burke. Edward Albert brought a compassionate depth to the character of Dr. William Burke in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Dr. Burke was a skilled physician from Boston who treated Dr. Michaela Quinn's mother, Elizabeth Quinn. His character was known for his medical expertise and his deep care for his patients. Dr. Burke's interactions with Michaela revealed a potential romantic interest, adding a layer of complexity to his character. In real life, Edward Albert faced a courageous battle with lung cancer. Diagnosed in 2005, Edward's condition rapidly progressed, leading to a series of intense treatments. He underwent chemotherapy and radiation therapy, which took a significant toll on his body. Despite the grueling treatments, Edward remained active in his career and continued to advocate for environmental and Native American causes, passions he shared with his father, Eddie Albert. As his illness progressed, Edward experienced severe fatigue and pain. He was supported by his family, including his wife, Catherine Woodville, and their daughter, Thais. Edward's strength and resilience were evident as he continued to fight his illness with determination and grace. In his final months, Edward's health deteriorated further. He faced multiple hospitalizations and required constant medical care. Despite the challenges, he remained positive and focused on the love and support of his family. On September 22, 2006, Edward Albert passed away at the age of 55. His death was a profound loss to the entertainment industry, but his legacy as a talented actor and dedicated activist lives on. Gregory Sierra as General Eli Parker. Gregory Sierra portrayed General Eli Parker, a character who embodied authority and integrity in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. General Parker was a high-ranking military officer tasked with overseeing the relocation of Native American tribes. His character was known for his stern demeanor and unwavering commitment to his duty, often finding himself at odds with Dr. Michaela Quinn and her efforts to protect the Cheyenne people. In real life, Gregory Sierra faced a courageous battle with cancer. Diagnosed in the late 2010s, Sierra's condition gradually worsened over time. Initially, he underwent chemotherapy and radiation therapy, which took a significant toll on his body. Despite the grueling treatments, Sierra remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and dedication. As his illness progressed, Sierra experienced severe fatigue and pain. He was supported by his family, including his wife, Helene Tabor, who provided unwavering care and support. Sierra's strength and resilience were evident as he continued to fight his illness with determination and grace. In his final months, Sierra's health deteriorated further. He faced multiple hospitalizations and required constant medical care. Despite the challenges, he remained positive and focused on the love and support of his family. On January 4, 2021, Gregory Sierra passed away at the age of 83. His death was a profound loss to the entertainment industry, but his legacy as a talented actor and dedicated performer lives on. Lloyd Bochner as Senator Elliot Moses. Lloyd Bochner brought a commanding presence to the character of Senator Elliot Moses in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Senator Moses was a powerful and influential politician, often seen navigating the complex political landscape of post-Civil War America. His character was known for his sharp intellect and strategic mind, making him a formidable figure in the series and real life. Lloyd Bochner faced a challenging battle with cancer. Diagnosed in the early 2000s, Bochner's condition gradually worsened over time. Initially, he underwent surgery to remove the cancerous growth, followed by chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Despite the intense treatments, Bochner remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and versatility. As his illness progressed, Bochner experienced increasing difficulty with mobility and chronic pain. He managed his symptoms with medication and lifestyle changes, but the disease took a significant toll on his overall health. Despite his declining health, Bochner remained positive and focused on the love and support of his family. In his final months, Bochner's health continued to deteriorate. He faced multiple hospitalizations and required constant medical care. His family provided unwavering support, helping him through the toughest days. On October 29, 2005, Lloyd Bochner passed away at the age of 81. Phyllis Coates as Mrs. Howard. Phyllis Coates portrayed Mrs. Howard, a character who brought a sense of dignity and resilience to Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Mrs. Howard was a strong, supportive figure in the community, often seen helping others and providing wisdom in times of need. Her character was known for her nurturing nature and unwavering strength, even in the face of adversity and real life. Phyllis Coates faced a series of health challenges in her later years. Initially, she enjoyed a relatively healthy life, but as she aged, she began to experience the typical ailments of old age. In her early 90s, Phyllis was diagnosed with osteoporosis, which caused her significant pain and limited her mobility. Despite these challenges, she remained active and continued to engage with her fans and the entertainment community. As her condition worsened, Phyllis developed chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, which made breathing increasingly difficult. She managed her symptoms with medication and oxygen therapy, but the disease took a significant toll on her overall health. Despite her declining health, Phyllis remained positive and focused on the love and support of her family. In her final months, Phyllis's health deteriorated further. She faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from COPD and osteoporosis. Her family provided unwavering support, helping her through the toughest days. On October 11, 2023, Phyllis Coates passed away peacefully at the age of 96. Victoria Rassimo as Walks Alone. Victoria Rassimo brought a profound depth to the character of Walks Alone in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Walks Alone was a strong and independent Cheyenne woman, known for her resilience and deep connection to her cultural heritage. Her character was a symbol of strength and perseverance, often providing guidance and support to her community. In real life, Victoria Rassimo faced a courageous battle with her health. In the late 2010s, Victoria was diagnosed with a rare form of cancer. Initially, she underwent surgery to remove the tumor, followed by chemotherapy and radiation therapy. Despite the intense treatments, Victoria remained active in her career and continued to advocate for equine welfare, a cause she was deeply passionate about. As her illness progressed, Victoria experienced severe fatigue and pain. She managed her symptoms with medication and holistic therapies, but the disease continued to take a toll on her body. Despite her declining health, Victoria remained positive and focused on her work and her advocacy efforts. In her final months, Victoria's health deteriorated further. She faced multiple hospitalizations and required constant medical care. Her family and friends provided unwavering support, helping her through the toughest days. On November 29, 2020, Victoria Rassimo passed away at the age of 76. Her death was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, but her legacy as a talented actress and dedicated advocate lives on. Richard Hurd as Dr. John Hanson. Richard Hurd portrayed Dr. John Hanson, a distinguished and compassionate physician from Boston who visited Colorado Springs in the two-part episode Where the Heart Is. Dr. Hanson was a mentor to Dr. Michaela Quinn, embodying the ideals of medical excellence and dedication. His character was known for his wisdom, kindness, and unwavering commitment to his patients and real life, Richard Hurd faced a courageous battle with cancer. Diagnosed with colon cancer in the late 2010s, Richard underwent surgery to remove the tumor, followed by chemotherapy. Despite the grueling treatments, he remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and dedication. As his illness progressed, Richard experienced severe fatigue and pain. He managed his symptoms with medication and holistic therapies, but the disease continued to take a toll on his body. Despite his declining health, Richard remained positive and focused on his work and his family. In his final months, Richard's health deteriorated further. He faced multiple hospitalizations and required constant medical care. His family provided unwavering support, helping him through the toughest days. On May 26, 2020, Richard Hurd passed away at the age of 87. Kenny Rogers as Daniel Watkins. Kenny Rogers brought a unique depth to the character of Daniel Watkins, a traveling photographer in the episode Portraits. Daniel Watkins was a Civil War photographer who arrived in Colorado Springs to capture the essence of the town and its people. His character was known for his artistic eye, gentle demeanor, and the profound impact he had on those he met in real life. Kenny Rogers faced a series of health challenges in his later years. Diagnosed with bladder cancer in 2017, Kenny underwent surgery and multiple rounds of chemotherapy. Despite the intense treatments, he continued to perform and record music, driven by his passion and dedication to his craft. As his illness progressed, Kenny experienced severe fatigue and pain. He managed his symptoms with medication and holistic therapies, but the disease continued to take a toll on his body. Despite his declining health, Kenny remained positive and focused on his music and his family. In his final months, Kenny's health deteriorated further. He faced multiple hospitalizations and required constant medical care. His family provided unwavering support, helping him through the toughest days. On March 20, 2020, Kenny Rogers passed away at the age of 81. Robert Culp as Elias Jackson. Robert Culp portrayed Elias Jackson, a charismatic and somewhat dubious snake oil salesman in the episode The Great American Medicine Show. Elias Jackson was a former surgeon who turned to selling miracle cures after the Civil War. His character was known for his charm, wit, and the moral dilemmas he faced as he navigated his new life and real life. Robert Culp faced a tragic end. On March 24, 2010, Robert suffered a fall while walking near Runyon Canyon Park in Los Angeles. Despite the efforts of emergency responders, he was pronounced dead at the hospital shortly after. He was 79 years old. Robert's death was a significant loss to the entertainment industry, but his legacy as a talented actor and dedicated performer lives on. Jane Wyman as Elizabeth Quinn. Jane Wyman portrayed Elizabeth Quinn, the strong-willed and loving mother of Dr. Michaela Quinn. Elizabeth was a refined and sophisticated woman from Boston, who initially struggled to understand her daughter's decision to move to the frontier. However, her visits to Colorado Springs revealed her deep love and support for Michaela, and she often provided wisdom and guidance during challenging times. In real life, Jane Wyman faced a series of health challenges in her later years. Initially, she enjoyed a relatively healthy life, but as she aged, she began to experience the typical ailments of old age. In her late 80s, Jane was diagnosed with arthritis and diabetes, which caused her significant pain and limited her mobility. Despite these challenges, she remained active and continued to engage with her fans and the entertainment community. As her condition worsened, Jane developed complications from her diabetes, including neuropathy, which caused severe pain and numbness in her extremities. She managed her symptoms with medication and physical therapy, but the disease continued to take a toll on her overall health. Despite her declining health, Jane remained positive and focused on the love and support of her family. In her final months, Jane's health deteriorated further. She faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from her diabetes and arthritis. Her family provided unwavering support, helping her through the toughest days. On September 10, 2007, Jane Wyman passed away peacefully at the age of 90. Andrew Prine as Thaddeus Birch. Andrew Prine brought a complex depth to the character of Thaddeus Birch, a conman in the episode Running Ghost. Thaddeus Birch was a hustler trying to make money off of telling people the railroad was going to go right through town. He would buy up properties pretending to be from the railroad and later sell them at a profit. His character was known for his cunning and manipulative nature, making him a formidable antagonist in the series. In real life, Andrew Prine faced a series of health challenges in his later years. In the early 2020s, Andrew was diagnosed with heart disease, which required him to undergo several medical procedures, including angioplasty. Despite these challenges, he remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and dedication. As his condition worsened, Andrew experienced increasing fatigue and shortness of breath. He managed his symptoms with medication and lifestyle changes, but the disease continued to take a toll on his overall health. Despite his declining health, Andrew remained positive and focused on the love and support of his family. In his final months, Andrew's health deteriorated further. He faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from his heart condition. On October 31, 2022, Andrew Prine passed away at the age of 86 while on vacation in Paris. Verna Bloom as Maud Bray. Verna Bloom portrayed Maud Bray, the loving wife of Loren Bray and mother of Abigail Sully. Maud was a kind-hearted and nurturing figure, often seen helping in the general store and providing support to her family and friends. Her character was known for her warmth and compassion, making her a beloved figure in the series and real life. Verna Bloom faced a courageous battle with dementia. Diagnosed in the mid-2010s, Verna's condition gradually worsened over time. Initially, she experienced mild cognitive impairment, which progressed to more severe symptoms, including memory loss and confusion. Despite these challenges, Verna remained active and continued to engage with her fans and the entertainment community. As her illness progressed, Verna required increasing levels of care. Her family provided unwavering support, helping her navigate the challenges of her illness. Despite her declining health, Verna remained positive and focused on the love and support of her family. In her final months, Verna's health deteriorated further. She faced multiple hospitalizations due to complications from dementia. On January 9, 2019, Verna Bloom passed away at the age of 80. Richard Roundtree as Barracuda Jim Barnes. Richard Roundtree brought a powerful presence to the character of Barracuda Jim Barnes in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Barracuda Jim was a former slave who had become a successful and respected businessman. His character was known for his strength, resilience, and unwavering determination to overcome the injustices of his past. He was a symbol of hope and perseverance, often providing inspiration to those around him. In real life, Richard Roundtree faced significant health challenges. In 1993, he was diagnosed with breast cancer, a rare condition in men. He underwent a double mastectomy and 6 months of chemotherapy, which left him physically drained but mentally determined to raise awareness about the disease. Despite the intense treatments, Richard continued to work and advocate for men's health. In the early 2020s, Richard was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. The disease progressed rapidly, and he underwent several rounds of chemotherapy. Despite his declining health, Richard remained active in his career and continued to inspire others with his resilience and positive outlook. His family provided unwavering support, helping him through the toughest days. On October 24, 2023, Richard Roundtree passed away at the age of 81, surrounded by his loved ones. His death marked the end of a remarkable career, but his legacy as a pioneering actor and advocate lives on. Nicholas Coster as Judge Blaisdell. Nicholas Coster portrayed Judge Blaisdell, a stern and principled figure in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Judge Blaisdell was known for his unwavering commitment to justice and his fair, albeit strict, demeanor. He often found himself mediating disputes in the town of Colorado Springs, ensuring that the law was upheld in a time of great change and turmoil. In real life, Nicholas Coster faced a challenging battle with myelodysplastic syndromes, MDS, a group of disorders caused by poorly formed or dysfunctional blood cells. Diagnosed in the early 2020s, Nicholas underwent several treatments, including blood transfusions and chemotherapy, to manage his condition. Despite the grueling treatments, he remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and dedication. As his illness progressed, Nicholas experienced severe fatigue and pain. He managed his symptoms with medication and lifestyle changes, but the disease continued to take a toll on his body. Despite his declining health, Nicholas remained positive and focused on the love and support of his family. On June 26, 2023, Nicholas Coster passed away at the age of 89. Jack Bannon as Dr. John Porter. Jack Bannon brought a compassionate depth to the character of Dr. John Porter in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Dr. Porter was a skilled physician who often collaborated with Dr. Michaela Quinn to provide the best care for the townspeople. His character was known for his medical expertise, gentle demeanor, and unwavering dedication to his patients. In real life, Jack Bannon faced a courageous battle with cancer. Diagnosed in the mid-2010s, Jack underwent several treatments, including surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation therapy. Despite the intense treatments, he remained active in his career, continuing to take on roles that showcased his talent and dedication. As his illness progressed, Jack experienced severe fatigue and pain. He managed his symptoms with medication and holistic therapies, but the disease continued to take a toll on his body. Despite his declining health, Jack remained positive and focused on the love and support of his family. On October 25, 2017, Jack Bannon passed away at the age of 77. His death marked the end of a remarkable career, but his legacy as a talented actor and dedicated performer lives on. Stephanie Nisnik as Rose. Stephanie Nisnik portrayed Rose, a kind-hearted and nurturing figure in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Rose was a beloved member of the community, known for her warmth, compassion, and unwavering support for those in need. Her character brought a sense of hope and comfort to the series, often providing a listening ear and a helping hand. In real life, Stephanie Nisnik faced a tragic battle with chronic liver disease and alcohol use. Diagnosed in the late 2010s, Stephanie's condition gradually worsened over time. Initially, she managed her symptoms with medication and lifestyle changes, but the disease continued to take a toll on her body. As her illness progressed, Stephanie experienced severe fatigue and pain. She required increasing levels of care and support from her family and friends. Despite her declining health, Stephanie remained positive and focused on the love and support of her loved ones. On June 23, 2019, Stephanie Nisnik passed away at the age of 52. What do you think about the deaths of the actors in Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.